Good morning, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are fine. Our chapter number 7 is going on, which is magnetic effects of a electric current. Okay. In previous class, we study magnetic effects due to a straight and long length wire, and magnetic effects magnetic field due to a circular coil. Okay. Then we study magnetic field at axial point of circular coil. B is equals to, what is B? B is equals to mu naught n I r square upon 2 into r square plus x square upon 3 by 2. Here B magnetic field, mu naught permittivity of a vacuum, n a number of turns in coil, I electric current which is flowing through this coil, and r radius, and x a distance of observation point from the center of coil. Okay. And magnetic field at half radius of coil, it means B is equals to Bx is equals to r by 2, which is equals to 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. These expressions we were studying. Okay. In the basis of these observations, today we discuss about a new topic which is very important for a small question, which is Helmholtz coils. So our next topic is Helmholtz coils. What is Helmholtz coil? This is a apparatus. This is a arrangement of a two coaxial identical circular coils. Okay. Suppose we have a circular coil. This is a circular coil which radius is capital R. Okay. And another circular coil which is coaxial of this coil. This is another circular coil, same radius capital R. Okay. These circular coils are placed symmetrically along a common axis. This is a common axis of a coils. Okay. And the distance between the coils is equal to the radius of each coil. And electric current, each coil carries an equal electric current in the same direction. Then this arrangement is called Helmholtz coil. So this is the direction of a electric current in this coil, and in this coil direction in same direction. Okay. And magnitude of this current is already same. Then this arrangement is called Helmholtz coil. Again repeat, two coaxial identical circular magnetic coils that are placed symmetrically along a common axis, and they are separated by a distance equal to the radius of the coil, and each coil carries an equal electric current in the same direction. Then this arrangement, this device is called Helmholtz coils. Okay. What is the use of Helmholtz coil? A Helmholtz coil is a device used for producing a uniform magnetic field. Producing a uniform magnetic field. So we produce a uniform magnetic field between the point of these Helmholtz coils. Here you can see a Helmholtz coil. Here two coils of same radius are situated at distance equal to the radius of each coil, and current which is flowing through these coils is same magnitude and same direction. Okay. Now we determine the magnetic field at the midpoint of two circular coils, then we know that magnetic field at half radius distance, this point is situated at half radius distance, because this distance is equal to radius capital R, and this is midpoint, then this distance is equal to R upon 2, and R is the radius of this coil. Okay, then magnetic field at this point P, due to first coil, which is denoted by B1, which equals to, from this equation, 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. This equation number 1. Okay, and again at point P, magnetic field due to second coil, B2 is equals to 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. This equation number 2. Okay, then at point P, total magnetic field is equal to the sum of magnetic fields due to both coils. Okay, so total magnetic field at point P, which is B, is equals to B1 plus B2. Then put the value from equation 1 and 2, then B is equals to 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R plus 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. Here we can see that both magnitude have equal value, then B is equals to 2 multiply 4 upon 5 under root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. This is the magnetic field at point P, at middle point P, due to a Helmholtz coil. Now this expression compare to the magnetic field at center point. Okay, so we know that magnetic field at center of coil, B center is equals to mu naught n I upon 2R. Okay, then comparing these equations, then we get B is equals to, here 16 upon 5 root 5 mu naught n I upon R. Okay, then solving 16 upon 5 root 5, then we get B is equals to 1.432 B center. Okay, it means magnetic field at the middle point of Helmholtz coils is equal to the 1.432 times of the magnetic field generated at center. It means this magnetic field is maximum magnetic field. Okay, so we can say by the help of Helmholtz coils, we generated maximum magnetic field. Okay, students, this is the Helmholtz coil. Here, definition of Helmholtz coils is very important. So carefully learn it and remember it. Now we represent graphical representation of this coil and this result. Then we get, here we represent the graphical representation. From this coil, magnetic field we get like as, and from this coil magnetic field we get like as. Okay, then this is the middle point. Okay, so here magnetic field is equal to the B is equals to 16 upon 5 root 5 mu naught n I upon capital R. This is result. This is the magnetic field at this point. Okay, now next we determine direction of magnetic field in current carrying conductors. Okay, so our next topic is direction of a magnetic field in current carrying conductor. Okay, here we have two types of conductor. One is straight and a long wire, and another one is a circular conductor. Okay, so first is the magnetic field due to a magnetic field due to a straight current carrying wire. Okay, to determine the direction of magnetic field due to a straight current carrying wire, we have a experiment. Okay, for this experiment we have a cardboard. This is a cardboard. You can imagine in 3D. Okay, this is a cardboard and a straight wire passing through this cardboard like this. This is straight wire, and this straight wire make a circuit, closed circuit, by the help of this battery and this key. Okay, now on this cardboard iron fillings are spread out. Then in this situation, if we close this key K, then a current I flowing through this conducting wire from positive to negative direction. It means in this direction current I flowing through this conductor. Okay, now we putting dot in the key, in this key, then this current I flowing through this wire, and we put some gentle push to cardboard like this, slowly. Then in this situation, this iron fillings get organized in some concentric circles. Okay, like this. It means coaxial circles like this, and around this conductor wire like this. From this observation, we obtained that the magnetic field around this conductor wire in the spherical form. Now we put a magnetic needle between the straight wires, then we can see the ends of magnetic needles towards to direction of magnetic field, not towards to straight wire. Okay, and direction of this magnetic field we get by the help of right hand thumb rule. It means this wire we held in right hand in such a way, then our thumb, direction of thumb in the direction of this current, then direction of folding fingers represent the direction of a magnetic field. So from this wire, this is the direction of a electric current, then this direction of our right hand thumb, then folding fingers represent the direction of a magnetic field. Then for this wire, direction of magnetic field in this direction. Okay, and for this wire, direction of electric current opposite to previous situation, then direction of magnetic field also opposite to previous situation, then this is the direction of a magnetic field. Okay, so from this experiment it is clear that magnetic lines of force of magnetic field produced by current in wire and are in the form of a concentric circles around the wire. Okay, this is the magnetic field due to a straight current carrying wire. Now our second experiment for the magnetic field due to a circular loop or circular coil. Okay, now suppose this is a circular coil and this is another circular coil. Magnetic direction of magnetic field in these circular coils we obtain from our right hand palm rule. What is right hand palm rule for magnetic fields? If folding direction of folding fingers in the direction of a circular current, then the direction of a thumb is represent the direction of magnetic field. For in first coil, suppose the direction of current is in the direction means anti-clockwise, and direction of in second coil is clockwise. Okay, then according to right hand palm rule, the magnetic direction of magnetic field in this coil is upward direction because of direction of current in the direction of folding fingers, then upward direction of a magnetic field in the upward direction, and for this coil direction of magnetic field in downward direction. Okay, now on watching these coils, if current flows towards anti-clockwise in this end, then this end behaves like north pole. It means this end like north pole. And if we current flowing in the clockwise direction, then this end this plane is like behave a south pole. This is the south pole. Okay, from this law we represent the direction of a magnetic field and behaves of ends of the coil. Okay, again repeat. From this coil, if current flows towards anti-clockwise, then this end is like a north pole, and if the current flows towards clockwise direction, then in this situation this this end or this plane behaves like a south pole. Okay students, this is the direction and behaves of ends of a coil like north pole and a south pole. Okay student, this is our directions of magnetic fields due to a current carrying wire and due to a current circular loop. Okay, next video, next topics we will discuss in our next video. So today video is very important for our annual examination. Here we studied definition of Helmholtz coils. This is very important, so carefully learn it and remember it. And if you like this video, then like it and share it and maximum times. Okay, thank you.